Hey Aquarius, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aquarius. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. This is very interesting energy. This could actually represent you or your person. This could be that you are the divine feminine in this connection, or your person could be the divine feminine. But I think that this has less to do with what gender you identify with and more to do with the energy that you are tapping into and embodying as a result of this connection. So let's actually add to this with another oracle card. I'm looking at that number 16. That adds up to a number 7. Sevens for me are about choices and self-discovery. So this feminine energy could have something to do with your self-discovery. It could be that you are discovering more of your feminine side, tapping into more of your feminine side through this connection. So we have Advocate here coming out to kind of clarify this energy. Okay. This person has definitely come into your life to show you some sort of love and compassion. I feel like through this love and compassion, somehow they are teaching or have taught you to tap into more of your receptive side, more of your nurturing side. And I feel like that receptivity and that nurturing is actually something that is likely being turned within. So this is a nurturing energy that you are feeling within yourself, or that you are giving to yourself. And I do also believe that through that you are more nurturing and more compassionate outwardly, but I think this starts from within. I feel like no matter what this connection was, so I will point this out, I did the same in reading 1. I want to point out that no matter what this connection is in your life, whether this is romantic or otherwise, whether this is a brand new connection or something that has come and gone from your life, this might even be someone that you no longer care for or wish to be in a relationship with. But what we're doing in this reading is looking at what positive things came from this connection, from meeting this person, what lessons you learned and what you can take away from it, no matter if you view this connection as overall positive or overall negative. We're going to be looking at the positive aspects of why this person came into your life. So with that being said, let's get back to your oracle cards. I feel like you may have found yourself feeling more drawn to tap into your divine feminine since meeting this person. And this goes whether you are male or female, whether you identify as male or female. This divine feminine energy is all about being receptive. It's about letting things come naturally, letting things unfold naturally. It's about being in that sort of passive energy. And what's interesting about that is passive energy can sound like the energy of do nothing, of try nothing, of go nowhere, but that's absolutely not what it is. For those of you who are experienced in embodying this divine feminine energy, it's a very powerful place to be. That receptivity and that sort of belief and that sort of, it's really control is what it feels like. Is you really do have a lot of control over what happens in your life. And it's about whether you're going to stress and strain over it or whether you're going to believe and allow it to happen. So this is actually a very powerful thing. And this connection somehow triggered you to tap more into that. Now, what is interesting about this as I sift through that energy is that for some of you, I'm also picking up on the fact that this connection may have actually led you to kind of feel called to work on both your masculine and your feminine energies and create more of a balanced scenario there, or invite more ease and compassion into your life. So something about this person's presence in your life has opened the door for you to welcome in more and greater forms of love. But I do think that for some of you, you may have had to tap into your masculine energy at times during this connection. But I think the reason for that was really to get to a place of balance in the feminine, to get to a place of balance in terms of compassion, in terms of being receptive, in terms of maybe learning to flow with life, learning to tap into your intuition and kind of feel your way through things a little bit more. That's what it's making me feel like. And if we go back to this energy of citrine, we're talking about a lot of abundance with citrine. So this is actually an energy that you've learned to embody that has created more abundance in your life, created more joy in your life, created more happiness in your life through being more receptive. So really interesting. And if it was a matter of you needing to balance out your more masculine energy, maybe step away from a more masculine energy, like more of that energy of doing, maybe step away from that. This connection could have taught you a little bit of patience, and that you don't have to physically control everything all the time. I think that was an important lesson here. So it's like you've become more receptive to like a gentler type of love. Also, like you're becoming more sure of what you want in terms of relationship in your life, what role you want to play, how much of this feminine energy you want to embody or how much of this masculine energy you want to embody. You've been able to see like kind of how you want these energies to play out in relationship, in connection, and what role you're willing to play there. So this is a huge lesson. Somehow this connection has sent you on a path of further self-discovery. And for many of you, meeting this person taught you to really tap into that inner voice, tap into your intuition. I feel like for a lot of you, you could have had a lot of intuition leading up to meeting this person. You may even have kind of an intuition about this person now. This might sound odd, but for some of you, I feel like you might not have met this person, which is be a little bit weird if you even found this video. But if that's the case, definitely let me know, because that's coming through that you might not have actually met this person yet, but that you have an intuitive knowing. So this is really about tapping into that like high priestess energy, that intuitive place, that intuitive knowing. This connection has developed your intuition so much. So much. I mean, trying to figure out like exactly what that might mean to you, because I just feel like it's a huge shift. That something about this triggered a huge shift in terms of your intuition. I think I know what it is. I think it's the belief. I think it's your belief in your intuition. This connection has strengthened that, and that could be because you intuitively felt this person coming into your life, or maybe you had intuitive knowings all throughout this connection with this person, and like you've learned to believe it a little bit more. You've learned to listen to that inner voice and to be receptive to what that inner voice is saying to you. For some of you, this has even led to you either initially recognizing or developing your spiritual and psychic abilities. So that's tied into that intuition. I feel like this connection has taught you patience overall, and it's taught you to allow more things, more of what you want to flow into your life, instead of feeling pressured to have to force it, to have to make things happen. I feel like this person's influence in your life has actually taught you more flow, which is interesting. So it's like you can flow through your life more easily. For some of you, you might not be in that stage. If this relationship doesn't feel like it's leading to that, it could actually feel like it's creating more turmoil in your life at the present moment for some of you. But the place that you're going with this, and the lesson that this is going to teach you through a lot of self-discovery, like we were talking about with that number 16, it's really going to teach you more flow. Some of you start a yoga practice? I'm hearing that there's a daily flow, a daily yoga flow, or maybe you are teaching yoga or something like that. I know that's not going to resonate for everyone, but I feel like something about this connection may have inspired that or triggered that for some of you. Very interesting. Yeah, I feel like there's a balance of masculine and feminine here. So, yeah, it's really showing me balance, and I can speak to the balance that you've found or you're finding within yourself since meeting this person, or the balance that they have found, but it can also talk about the way that the two of you complement each other or balance each other out. What I love about this Advocate card is that it's an action-oriented energy, but it's an action that originates from a place of love and compassion. This card says, inspires you to put compassion into action. So this person may have triggered some sort of like philanthropic desire in you, maybe some sort of desire to volunteer or to care for others or something like that. Just triggered more compassion in you in general. And that's really kind of the ultimate balance of and blend of masculine and feminine energies, operating from a place of compassion, like taking that action from a place of compassion. I feel like that's something that you have learned, or taking action from a place of intuitive knowing, kind of turning that that unseen factor, if you kind of know what I mean, that intuitive thing, that thing that's just a feeling, that knowing or that feeling of love or compassion or whatever it is, taking that and harnessing it and turning it into action. And that's the ultimate balance and blend of masculine and feminine energies. And I feel like that's something that you have learned to balance within yourself, or you're learning to balance within yourself as a result of this connection. And this can also be that the two of you are able to create this together. So for some of you, you might be actually working with this person, or creating something with this person where you're each kind of embodying these energies and using your own gifts and talents, knowledge and abilities to funnel that all into one direction. So just kind of take that as it resonates. It'll be different situations for everybody. I feel like also, whether this person's influence over your life has been negative or positive, overall, they have taught you to stand up for yourself. They have taught you to advocate for yourself. They've taught you that your dreams and your desires are worth putting into action, and that you deserve to love and to be loved. I think this connection has taught you self-love, and it's taught you to stand up for yourself in a big way. And it's not that you didn't have any knowledge of self-love or any practice of self-love before this connection came into your life, but something about it triggered you. And I feel like it's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, this person literally taught you how to advocate for yourself, because they showed you, they stood up for you, they had your back in certain situations, until you realized that, like, you deserve to be heard, or you deserve for things to be fair. You deserve to have your point of view recognized. And for others of you, you had to stand up for yourself in this connection, and it taught you to value what you have to bring to a connection, what you desire in a connection, and what you deserve. It taught you to even be powerful in this divine feminine energy, that it doesn't have to just be a passive energy, that this is an energy of compassion, and it can be an energy of motion and making things happen as well, if it's coming from that compassionate place. So I feel like this person taught you that a lot. For others of you, like, if this is not a romantic connection, I feel like this could be somebody that you work with, or someone that just someone you look up to. This could even be a family member for some of you. Maybe someone that you didn't have connection with for a part of your life, and they've come into your life. But if this is a friendship or something like that, I feel like this is someone who's very secure in their femininity, and someone that you admire because of that. Someone that taught you to be powerful in your own femininity, taught you to embody that feminine energy, and taught you really the value and the power of it. And they really show you how to believe in yourself, how to stand up for yourself, how to ask for what you want. But one way or another, this connection taught you to ask for what you want. Yeah. Definitely getting, like, coworker for some of you. That's interesting. Let's look at the tarot and see what's going on. Why this person came into your life. Wow. Okay. I'm going to take that first card that fell. We have the King of Swords. We are kind of talking about this energy of asking for what you want, standing up for what you believe in. And the King of Swords is very representative of that. I love that some masculine energy came out here, because we're talking about a balance between the masculine and the feminine. So we have the Strength card as well. The Page of Pentacles. I love this. This connection strengthened you. It strengthened your will, your inner strength, your determination. That could have been directly related to this connection. Or it could have been in other areas of your life, but it taught you or is teaching you how strong you are. And it could be that this person believes in you so much that they kind of bolster that inner belief and bolster that belief of strength in you. It could also be that you did have to kind of stand up for yourself against this person, that you did have to make your feelings known. You had to make your desires known with this person. We have the Six of Wands here. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful energy. This is extremely empowered energy here. 2 pages. Okay. The amount of strength that you have gained is kind of incredible through this connection. And for some of you, it really is that this person strengthens you. This person inspires you. This person makes you want to keep going, or makes you want to act. Like this card says, putting that compassion into action. This person may inspire that in you. And for others of you, this person may have been put into your life to kind of be a catalyst for you to recognize that your attributes are to be appreciated, that your dreams and your vision for how things should go should be heard, should be listened to. The Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow, you guys. I think this is kind of the ultimate balance of masculine and feminine. I think that for a lot of you, you are actually still in this connection, and it's a beautiful connection, and it's balanced. The masculine and the feminine are balanced. I think that both of you bring different attributes to the table. One more a little bit like practical and stable. The other one maybe a little bit of a wild child, very inspired. But I see kind of this this page energy as, I think the two of you kind of bring out like an inner child in each other, bring out inspiration, and kind of support each other in these differences that you have. So this could be balance, like that balance of the masculine and feminine energies. But this person definitely, this connection has taught you to speak up for what you want, to believe that it's possible for you to have what you want, and to remain vigilant with that strength card, to be persistent in your belief and in your action, I want to say. Very interesting energy. The strength card is also a symbol of self-love, and we were kind of talking about that earlier. Like, this connection has really taught you to advocate for yourself, has taught you that filling up your own cup only helps you to be more loving and compassionate toward those outside of you. And I feel like, I kind of feel like you may have even had to exercise a lot of patience and compassion with this person. You might have had to wait for this person, or you might have had to be more understanding about where this person is coming from, and it's only made you better. Like, it's made you stronger. It's made you more compassionate. It's made you see things from a different perspective. It's like maybe this person's challenges weren't immediately understandable to you, and you have kind of figured out how to be in that compassionate energy and how to take action and be straightforward at the same time. So it's a really interesting thing, but that's that balance again. The Six of Wands being the energy of victory and of recognition. I think that this connection has somehow brought some kind of abundance into your life, and it could be that you view this connection itself with the Lovers card as the abundant energy. But I see a lot of energy here for material abundance as well, and that's tying back into that citrine. So this may have triggered something in you. It could have even been something like using your intuitive skills for, you know what this is making me think of? I'm totally sidetracked, but it's actually making me think of like coming out of the closet with something. So I can't think of another way to say that, but like if you were awakened to your intuition or your spiritual gifts, and this might have been something that you kind of hid before, and you could have even hid behind them for some of you, but I feel like this might be a part of you that you hadn't fully explored. Something about this connection woke that up in you, and this could be something that has progressed into a passion that you're following that's bringing a lot of abundance into your life, or that's giving you a voice. You might be doing something where you're leading from a place of compassion, a place of love, inspiration, and passion, but it's like it's giving you a voice. It's putting you in this King of Swords energy. It is, it's inspiring to all of those around you as well. So this is something that's actually beneficial to everyone around you, and that's what it's like when compassion is put into action. So very interesting here. Let's grab some oracles for you. This person, like, this connection gave you your voice. And I don't know in what way, if this is a matter of you having to stand up for yourself, or if this is this person encouraging you to speak up for yourself. It could be even starting some sort of business or going out on a limb on something where you have to speak up, you have to use your voice, you have to communicate. We have play here, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. I love this. We were talking about with this page energy, that the two of you might bring out some kind of like childish side or some sort of playful side in each other. This person may have inspired you in that way. It doesn't always have to be so serious. So I think there is something light about this connection, or something that inspired you to follow your passion a little bit more. And that, honestly, because this is a general reading, it could be because this person's energy was such the opposite of that, that when you were coming out of this connection, you really wanted to follow your own passions, your own dreams. You really wanted to like level up in a way that felt like it aligned with your soul, that felt like it was like it came easy, like it was fun. We have take a break. Yes. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Yeah. I do feel like this connection shook something up for you. This person might have showed you a new way to dream, a new way to play. You could have like maybe taken trips with this person or planned to. But it feels like this loosening up of things, and this kind of like just allowing, being in that feminine energy. It feels like that's kind of key to you. And again, I want to reiterate that for some of you, that could have meant stepping into your masculine more strongly, which is, it's odd. It's sort of opposite energy, but I really do feel that you could have embodied more of a masculine energy in order to balance out and tap into your feminine energy. Maybe it's about learning the difference and feeling out exactly when you are embodying each of those energies. Very interesting. That's a huge lesson to learn. That's a very valuable takeaway from this connection. We have the uncharted sea. This is all about kind of heading into the unknown. This is card 46, and that would add up to a number 10. So completing a cycle, closing out a cycle, starting something new. This connection could have been something that was very unlike anything that you experienced before. Just dropped a bunch of cards. Let's see what we've got. I don't think I'm going to take any of these because it was actually a whole group of cards. So let's reshuffle for you and get you another oracle. Okay, let's see. I feel like this connection really pushed your boundaries, or is pushing your boundaries, because we're talking about kind of going into uncharted waters here. Headed into something that you maybe have never experienced before, a powerful move. I feel so called to say that this energy of divine feminine is, it's like this energy of power for you. So this is about stepping into your power, embodying this really powerful, victorious self, speaking up for yourself, creating more stability. Really interesting here. I feel like this connection in one way or another inspired you to make a big move in your life. It could have triggered a change in your life. It could have even, for some of you, triggered a physical move in your life. And there's something so powerful about the connection that you have here, or that you had. This was definitely meant to be. This was a connection that was meant to teach you this lesson. And it feels like there was a choice here. Like there's a choice to speak up for yourself. There's a choice to follow your dreams. There's a choice to endure, to persevere, to stick to something until you see the end of it, until you see the fruition. Beautiful. It's beautiful energy. This is very empowering energy. For some of you, you might just be starting here because we have the pages, but this is very empowering energy, and this is you stepping into your true self, stepping into this powerful place where you let your voice be heard. So yeah, I think that's all the messages I see for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.